now that we
Sorry.
also realize now that how people are consuming their content is right on the phone, right? There's no longer, hey, tune in Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. People want to watch content where they want, when they want, how they want. So anyway, we'll get into a little more details on that later, but that's me.
Chris, you're up, buddy.
Good morning. My name is Chris Splain. I'm a senior vice president at Reveal Entertainment with William. Been with him since day two, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. And I am co-owner of a company called Narrowcast Media. We're a production house. We actually make content. And I'm here to help Ray with a pretty big announcement today, actually.
So guys, one of the reasons I chose branding is I'm going to show you what I'm doing. We built a 90-second trailer for something that's coming out in the next 8 weeks that's going into production. I'm completely changing my direction on the podcast with what I'm doing because I want to make a bigger impact. I need a bigger platform to help more people at the end of the day. The other thing is that at the end of the day, we need to differentiate ourselves. And this is one of the things, the more that you immerse yourselves in our world, you'll see that we are always pushing the envelope. We're on the edge. We need to do something disruptive in order to be different. Otherwise, we're just going to be the same, right? And we need to keep changing the trajectory at which we're climbing in order to climb higher. So that's one of the reasons Debbie and I got together. You know, we've been together for years at this point. Now we're partners in a whole bunch of different things that we've been doing. And we just want to bring as much value as possible to this industry. I am a believer that the industry education system is so broken, right? You go to school, you get your license, they teach you how not to get sued, how to manage liability to some extent, and then they push you out of a plane and tell you good luck, okay? I spent 30 plus years getting my face kicked across 46 companies, of which 40 failed. What COVID did for me is gave me time more than anything else to step back, reassess what was happening in my businesses. And I had massive losses during COVID, in case you're brand new to me, guys. That allowed me to regroup with myself and make some different decisions. So I had been a real estate investor for 30 plus years. I doubled down, started coaching agents. My wife and I started an EXP team here in Chicago, started the podcast, wrote my first book. We have 2 more books coming out this year, Walt and I. Debbie and I met along that path. We blew up the Facebook group. We have 2 other groups that we're part of with over 600,000 more agents in it. And we have access to about 1.5 million real estate agents just from our groups. Our email list is just under 200,000 and growing. We know we have the ability to make an impact, and we feel like it is our duty to do something with that. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to show you guys a trailer that we built for something that I have coming out. I will have to share my sound. And we'll see how this goes on streaming it. Okay, can everybody see welcome?
Today's real estate market is super competitive. Whether a person is buying, selling, or investing in real estate, they may know a realtor, but what they need is an insider. You've heard of house hunters and million-dollar listings. Now, introducing the next generation of real estate shows, The Inner Circle. Featuring host Raymond Sjolseth and renowned real estate experts, viewers tune into this streaming TV series to learn the inside secrets and gain an edge in real estate. Imagine the benefits of aligning your brand with the top real estate insiders and television personalities who will promote and endorse you in your market during every episode. Because, hey, I'm a realtor is not big news. But hey, I'm a realtor doing a TV series featuring superstar guests is breaking news. The Inner Circle uses technology-driven, geo-targeting viewer engagement. We have created a proprietary in-show system to connect you to clients when they are ready to take action. Your exclusive personal video message is seen during each episode of the show by viewers in your market when they are most interested. This unique TV social media and brand boosting program will help you to be seen and get found, attracting the business that drives you to the top, dominate your market. We are currently assembling an exclusive team of experienced real estate professionals from across the country who strive to achieve top of mind awareness and become the exclusive Inner Circle team member in their market. Whether the viewer is looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, they may know a realtor, but what they need is someone from the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle, a Narrowcast Media original production seen exclusively on Reveal.
All right, guys. Is that different? Have you seen that before?
Awesome.
Different, right? We want different. We need different. You guys all need different. Traditional marketing, it's not the same. Social media marketing, overwhelming. We need to do something different. Chris, William, tell us about the show. Tell us where it came from. Give us a little bit of background. Tell us the angle that we're taking with going to a streaming TV series.
William, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, we've been working with realtors for a few years on a different type of show. And then we looked at, where is the industry going? What does the industry need, right? And no offense, but there are far too many realtors, right? So you're always got to be thinking about what's my unique advantage, right? And for all of you, it's you, right? You are what's different about your business above all else, right? A lot of people can do, listings and this and that and what have you. So we said, okay, what can help, right? What can help? Well, we know that when someone goes on television, all of a sudden there's a different air about them, a different aura about them, right? That they become now an authority in their market. They become a mini celebrity in their market. People are like, hey, I saw you on TV. It's if you think about what real estate has done for the careers of any realtors that have gotten on any shows, it's just exponential growth, right? So we had reached out to Ray because Ray does an amazing podcast. He's an amazing interviewer. And we said, okay, let's find some top level guests, right? So the first thing we need to do is serve the audience, right? So what are something that people that are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, because we're going to be speaking to all three from an audience level, what are they all looking for, right? They're all looking for an inside edge, right? They're looking for a secret. They're looking for an edge. They're looking for inside information. So we said, okay, let's book guests that will have household names. And then let's book people on the inside, right? Some of you people may be potential guests on the show. And let's get that information out to the audience. Let's give people a reason to watch. If people know that they're watching the Inner Circle, they're going to be knowing that they're going to be getting inside information, right? They can help them evergreen, help them immediately. So we said, okay, now what can we do to offer something different to agents? So we broke the country into areas, into zones, if you will. And we said, okay, as you guys all know, the most difficult thing to achieve is exclusive branding, right? Like you do a park bench, my competition does a park bench. I do a flyer, my competition does a flyer. All right, well, I'm going to do TV. And guess what? If I choose to do TV, my competition cannot. So now you have the show's going along, and the host of the show or one of the guests, right, will say, pause the show at any time and find out who the Inner Circle representative in your market is. The people pause the show, it's you. But we said, you know what? That's not enough. Let's give them 2 commercials during the show, right? 2 opportunities to partner with the show and talk about yourself, talk about your market, because people in your market are going to be seeing you. So we want them to know that you are the authority and that you are real. But we said, how can we make it even better? It seems now the shift with this new NAR thing, that getting the listing is going to be vital more now than ever, right? Being that listing agent. So how can we offer our Inner Circle agents a listing advantage? Basically, we've set it up so, because remember, we own the network. So we promote the show we want, but then we've set it up where you can walk into a listing and you can say, hey, I understand maybe you've talked to other people, but let me tell you this. I'm the only agent here today that if we sign this listing agreement, I can get people in here with video. We'll video the home, and then we'll make this part of a streaming television series. Your home on TV. And Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, if you want to be part of that little part, you can as well. Since we own the technology, and I'm going to shut up, Ray, in a second, because you gave me the mic and I just can't help myself. I'm very excited about this project, and we're doing it with Ray, and we're bringing on like household name guests that are going to bring the audience, buyers, sellers, investors. But anyway, since we own the technology, we've made it available. I don't know if anyone's on TV before, but within 4 hours of you posting up new listing, it will be on the show. It will be on every episode, 24/7, 365. You in your market, you will be the standout agent. So we understand branding, we understand the importance of a unique advantage, and we think we've captured them both here. We also understand the power of having guests on that will draw an audience. All right, Ray, I'm gonna stop now.
Thanks, William. Guys, the reason I wanted to talk about branding today, because I really want to challenge everybody here. What are you doing to differentiate yourself? Whether you do this with us or you do something else, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is what are you doing to differentiate yourself? If you look at technology trends, I've been fortunate. All my companies have been disruptive. I was early in consumer electronics. I was early in LED lighting for both commercial and residential. I was early in the automotive LED lighting space. I've been early in various construction equipment and projects that I took on and built products for. I built 450 products over 30 years across 12 different vertical markets. The winner is always disruptive, okay? So my question to you is, what are you doing, or what can you be doing, or what should you be doing that's disruptive and unlike other people in the market? Because you're either different or the same at the end of the day, right? So when we got behind this, and when I met up with these guys, Chris and William, who are fantastic gentlemen at Reveal, and I understood the network. Look, I'm from Los Angeles. I know a little bit about TV, okay? But when I understood how networks really work, controlling the content, what's happening on social media, and more than anything, this fundamental truth with what's happening across the real estate space with technology is you have flat fee listing services trying to give the power back to the seller, right? You have NAR giving more power back to buyers and doing whatever they're doing, which we won't get into that political discussion on this call. We have more than ever AI that gives you the ability to change the way you interact. Time, day, amount, keywords, key phrases with people in your world, right? So what are you doing to take your power back to build your brand and authority? This is the conversation that I want to have. Okay, it's 9:27. We got about 30 minutes left. Who's doing something unique for branding right now? Unmute, talk, share it in the chat. Talk to me, guys. I want to have this real discussion. Who's doing something different for branding? Nobody? If nobody's doing something different for branding, then this is right on point.
I'm having conversations with lenders to sponsor me in zones so that I can be on the TV show.
I love it. Well done, Trina. Way to think outside the box and get it done.
I don't know if this is that exciting, but I got my notaries. So I like working with my old people and trust and stuff. So I'm going out to retirement homes, assisted living, different homes, and drop it off my notary card, but with my real estate card, so that I can hopefully, because they, they're always, mom gets out of the hospital, needs to be going in there, and they need something notarized. So I'm hoping to get in there and start meeting the families and then finding out, uncovering what needs to be done. Hopefully a house to sell so they can afford to live there. So it's kind of.
So Monica, that's fantastic. Something that I would urge you to add to that is go in with a team. And I don't mean people. I mean, when you're going in and having these conversations, Usually you're talking to the marketing director or the applications director or the sales manager, right? Like one of those three titles typically in that scenario.
Mhm.
So you can build yourself a nice little portfolio in Canva. I'm happy to give you a template and partner up with your people. Go in there with an estate planner. Go in there with a probate attorney. Go in there with a financial planner. Go in there with an accountant, right? And say, hi, my name is Monica. I'm a notary and realtor, but I also am a transition specialist. My team and I, yada, 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 and figure out what words work for you. But now you're going in with a solution to a whole bunch of problems. You don't have to do all the work. You have this team of people, right? It's the professionals that you're going to come in with that are going to help you tackle this, right? Take that point of differentiation and do it. Remember, you're never alone in this business. The average transaction has 12 people.
Okay, that's good.
Right?
Thank you.
Roll in there with your posse and get it
I'll
done.
jump on that. I'll definitely jump on that.
Peggy, I see your hand up.
Yeah, so we're the nest egg builder. We're not real estate agents. And as you know, we empower people to build their wealth through commercial real estate. So one of the things we do is we educate. So we do a live, I call it a live show every week. We invite different speakers to come on. So we'll have a CPA come and speak. We'll have an attorney. We'll have somebody that does cost segregation, anything that educate people around real estate and how real estate works and how money works. So we have people like WH come on our show like that. And it's live, it's a Q&A. We don't sit and question people. We let them present and then we go so that the audience can ask the questions because we think that's how people learn. Now, I don't know if that's really that different, but
No, I love it.
different.
I think it's fantastic. And anywhere that you can put yourself in a situation to be seen and get found, you're ahead of most people.
Thank you.
Tiffany, I see your hand up.
Yes. Hey guys, good morning. So as you know, I just got my license last year, so I'm trying to put myself out there. So I just got a contract with my local Army recruiters to come in and talk to all of the new recruits, the older recruits that's eligible for a VA loan. So we just made that contract last week.
Congrats. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Did you announce it on your social media channels and to your database?
I'm about to once I get the date. I'm gonna announce everything. Right now,
Okay.
we're just putting in the final touches to everything.
Awesome. I love it. Congrats.
Thanks.
Leverage that. Leverage that. Do a press release, put it out there, write a blog about it, email your database, share with your partners. All right. Awesome. Danny, I see you're up.
Yes, and so our branding is mainly doing VA loans, like Tiffany is just mentioning about VA loans. We do VA loans. We can do all loan types, but that's what we focus on. And we've also doubled our credit to up to $10,000. So it used to be up to 5,000. And you know, we're in the market in San Diego where there's like 250,000 military. And yet even in San Diego, those that are eligible to use the VA loan, only 15% use it. So there's 85% that don't. That's a huge opportunity in this market. And so if you're in a market where there's a lot of military, hey, we can help. And that's what we've focused on. And so we've got things like monthly seminars to help our realtors understand the VA loan and then use that knowledge to become that military specialist and get more business.
I love it.
Oh, and that's
fantastic.
perfect because that's why I approached them because I've seen the disparity in like people getting VA loans. A lot of them
Right.
don't do it. So they were excited. So maybe Danny, I can pull you in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love it.
Candace, I see you up.
Hey, sorry, I don't know where that little hand raise thing is. So we're doing tax-free income that lasts your entire life, teaching you a new strategy, how to build wealth, accessing that wealth tax-free. So as we make more money, we're in different tax brackets, right? And we just had tax season, so some of us know how that feels. Build your wealth, access your wealth in a new way, next generation of wealth building strategy, 702S plan, tax-free. And here's the difference. It's through life insurance. It's through a life insurance component, a tax code. Write this down, 7702. So we are educating our clients, teaching them something new, and that is ahead of the curve. And we're excited about it because we're educators, so we like to share. So I think that's the difference.
Thanks, Candace. I love it. Heron, I see your hand up, bud.
Yeah, thank you so much, Raymond. So what we do is I've been talking to a lot of realtors and agents as well, and I think some of them face this challenge when it comes to creating this quick highlight, like short videos, maybe to post on LinkedIn or, just to get that first tool or things like that. And the thing is, these tools for short videos or platforms, they have to like adhere to these all sorts of people, the creative people, the normal ones. So what we do is we give this simple tool that 0% editing, no trimming, no cropping at all, so that you could give like an organized short video that is informative and effective. So you can post on LinkedIn, because about 20% we found out may find it a bit difficult or time consuming. So there's one person, he's a real estate investor, at the same time also a realtor, who is working with us right now. And we just do these videos for him. So we like to help people who have these challenges or get any form of feedback whenever convenient. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. All right, guys, I want to bring it back to branding. What does branding mean to you? What does that word mean to you? Unmute, talk, drop it in the chat. What does branding mean to you?
Authenticity, genuine.
Okay.
Memorable.
Okay.
Differentiation.
Okay. Keep going. I love it.
How you present yourself to the world. So it's got to be a sizzle effect. It's got to be something super unique that sets you apart from everybody.
I love it.
By you.
Say that again. Tiffany, what'd you say?
Oh, I was saying branding to me is how people get to know you.
It's also associated with like Home Depot. You know exactly what you got when you know Home Depot. That's what a brand is to me.
Yeah.
Image, a vision.
So there is a quote, and I think it's by Seth Godin, that says branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Okay. So what are people saying about you, right? As a local agent, as a local member of the community, what are people saying about you? Are you memorable? Are you unique? Do people recognize you or your brand or your sign, right? Branding's a whole bunch of different things, but at the end of the day, it's about differentiation, right? Apple Computers is an Apple logo. It has nothing to do with computers. Nike's a swoosh, right? Ford is the blue oval, and the list goes on and on. That icon became their brand. It became how they became known, because they became known for this thing, right? For Apple, it started with servicing creatives, graphic designers, right? Engineers, that kind of thing on the design side. Dell was all about IT and corporate companies, right? So who are you as a brand, right? Who do you stand out to be as a brand? It's really simple. You are the niche. That's it. It's you. If you can allow yourself to be the best version of you and show up consistently, you'll be seen, you'll get found, you'll attract your crowd, and you won't have to work so hard for business. But it's that consistent piece that people fail all the time. Okay. That's one of the reasons this new show exists. We want to help you be more consistent. We want to help you show up better. We want to help you show up more often. We want to help you show up across the board in your community, right? Being seen on TV, that's just a byproduct of helping you be more consistent. Your business will change when you start to be way more consistent.
It'd be interesting to hand somebody a business card, and on that card it says, as seen on TV. Four of the most powerful words going, right? As seen on TV. But the
100%.
more important thing, Les, you're on TV, which is great for your brand, but your ability to put others on TV. Imagine, so we're always trying to network, right? So imagine you go into your, a local business where people know and people hang out and say, hey, I'd love to come in and do a quick spot on you on one of my streaming shows. How much is that going to cost me? Absolutely nothing. But now look what you've done. You've introduced yourself into their world, into their following, because when that goes up, they're going to post that on their timeline, on their business timeline, things of that nature. I'm curious about something here. How many people here have an individual tagline, not your broker or company tagline, like you have a tagline? If you have one, put in the chats. I'm curious to see, or turn on the mic. Shay, what do you want to do there?
Yeah,
Just
Peggy,
kinda
what's your
curious.
tagline?
The nest egg builder, the nest egg builder empowers people to build their wealth consistently by passively investing in commercial real estate.
Love it. Anybody else have a tagline?
All right, I'm going to phrase this differently.
Okay.
What's Nike's tagline?
Just do it.
do it.
What's McDonald's tagline?
Something about indigestion, right?
Right. I'm loving it. Right. Just do it. I'm loving it. So there's been a study, and some of the best taglines are 3 words. It's not accidental. It's just do it, or I'm loving it. 3 words. So if you don't have a tagline, there should be one, right? People should know your tagline as well as they know your face. Short, sweet, but yeah, right. Ask ChatGPT, go into ChatGPT and describe yourself and say, okay, you're a world-renowned copywriter. Tell me what my tagline should be, because you should definitely have one. I'd have to think most of you have your face on your business card or your face on the lawn sign. That's what I love. That's what I love about realtors. They're great about understanding that they are the brand. So let's get a tagline with your brand, because that will just help to separate you, right? Separate you. People know you and your tagline. Homework for next week, Ray.
I love it. Yeah. All right, cool. Do you guys want to go into breakout rooms for like 10 minutes and we'll do a round of breakout rooms talking about branding? I'll give you guys a question. All right, let's do it. Let me set up the breakout rooms. This will take a minute.
Bruce had his hand up in the meantime. Bruce, what did you have? You got a tagline over there?
Yeah, just wanted to share W.H. Steiner tagline we came up with recently, and going to do a musical jingle with it. It's America's favorite tax-free income plan.
There you go.
It has a melody to it. America's tax. Anyway, that's ours. Just came up with that recently.
All right.
Love it. Guys,
I'm going to open up the breakout rooms. William, what's the question that we want to give everybody?
Who's the top agent and who's the top person in your business, in your market, and why? Why are they number one?
Love it. Here we go, guys. All right, everybody should be able to, there we go. Hey guys, welcome back.
Well, we were lucky enough to have Chris in our room.
That's always a privilege.
Stop it. I'm going to blush. No, it was a great conversation. And Ray, I think I've got a guest for you for the show at some point in the first year.
I love it. Let's roll.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, I think we still got a couple people coming back. Thank you all for entertaining us today. I know it was a little bit different than normal, but we're trying to be disruptive, right? Like we don't want it to be the same thing every single time. We want to keep you guys on your toes, give you different perspectives, hear different perspectives. We do not have all the answers either. I promise you that. My challenge to you today is to think about one thing that you can do differently to brand yourself in your community, to really focus on becoming the hyperlocal agent. One of the things that William touched on was bringing other people into the mix. And that is one of our strategies, is that if you're an agent and you decide to join the inner circle, you essentially have 5 spots as part of the segment that are going to air over and over and over again. And you can change those every 4 hours. What's interesting, though, is when you start to promote a small business a week, or when you bring on a featured listing, or when you bring on a featured property that went under renovation or was flipped, if you're an investor yourself, things that you've done, it becomes a platform that is just a tool in your toolbox. And if you've been on any of my coaching sessions or workshops, that's what I talk about all the time. Tools in your toolbox, right? That's all we're trying to do is stack your toolbox full of tools to use under different scenarios, of which there are millions in the real estate game. So I'm going to drop 2 links for you guys. Number 1, I want you to bookmark the Agent Impact Group website, so you will have it, and that will become your go-to for everything, including registrations or sharing these meetings with other people. Number 2, I'm going to give you a link to the Inner Circle. And what this is a landing page with an explanation and a video on it. The first 90 seconds of the video is the intro that you guys saw today. The other 6 to 7 minutes is me explaining how this actually works and what it is. So I'm going to give you guys that link now. And if everybody, make sure your info is in the chat. In 2 minutes, I'll save the chat. I'll upload it here so everybody gets a copy of it. And we still haven't found like the right way to gather everybody's info and get it to you guys in one link, but we are working on that. Some type of aggravator that's not just a crappy spreadsheet. So there's got to be an AI tool that does it better. Different than attendance tanker, something that actually has meaningful data. Yeah.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'm throwing everybody an algorithm wake up, an organic algorithm wake up, whether you're considering doing TV or not. I'm gonna post something in the chat right now. Post this on your timeline, whether you're considering it or not, because this is just gonna wake up your algorithm for a day or so. And then tomorrow, when you post something related or unrelated, it's gonna get more love. But you post this just as I wrote it with the question on your timeline, and this will be your most engaged content that you've done in possibly months. Okay, here it comes.
I just posted it, William. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool. Yep, there you go. It's up there twice. Post that on your timeline today and watch what happens. Let your world tell you, yeah, Trina, editing a ton. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It wakes up the algorithm, it gets people engaged, and then you get to kind of know what Ray said earlier. What are people saying about me when I'm not around? Let's see if your world thinks that, you know what, you should do this. You're amazing with TV. But anyway, a free algorithm wake up post.
What exactly do you mean by posted on a timeline? I know it's stupid, but
oh, in Facebook or Twitter or anywhere that you actually participate.
Yeah, Instagram, whatever, yeah. Anywhere online. Yep.
All right. The last thing I want to give you guys is a newsletter that I published yesterday. It's about how you show up. This will significantly impact your brand. So please take the whole 4 minutes to read it and start thinking about how you show up every day, guys.
Oh, wait, one more
you.
thing I'm gonna put here, Ray.
Yeah, I'm going to save the chat and get that uploaded.
You know what's great about you, Ray? You care about everybody here, that they're successful. I really
Thanks, Peggy.
admire that.
I appreciate that.
so
It's
good.
true. Like there's no reason in the world we live in today for people to struggle, especially alone, right? And if you're struggling, just message somebody here. Don't be afraid to cold message me. Okay? Nobody has to struggle. Yes, the market's changed. Yes, things are different. Yes, some of us are newer. Yes, some of us know what we're doing. Most of us don't, guys. We are just winging it, trying to be better than we were yesterday at the end of the day. Okay. But you are not alone. So just ask for help. Tiffany, yeah, message Trina and I, and we'll send you that. No problem.
And Ray, I really like that post from yesterday, that showing up. Where do you get some of those analogies? They're just brilliant.
I mean, honestly, you guys, I'm writing my newsletters was I'm driving around, going to kids' activities, picking them up from school, and I'm using voice to text on Google and just dropping a bunch of stuff in a Google Doc and then throwing ideas at Chat GPT. And then I take all of this mush, throw it in a document, and that's how I write my newsletter. Like I don't have hours and hours just to sit around and write, right? So I'm literally just doing it on demand as I go. And then usually at Sundays at gymnastics, because my kids used to be like 10 minutes apart. Now they're like an hour and a half apart. So gymnastics is like a 3-hour event. I just have my phone or my laptop, and that's where I like clean up a lot of stuff as I'm watching both of them and going back and forth. I just use that time, right? Throw on my headphones or my AirPods and just write so it's clear. And I try hard to write with the reader in mind, so that it's digestible. And I also assume nobody else has any time. So if you're going to read something, it needs to be short and sweet and get to the point, right? So that's why all of my newsletters are listicle style. It's literally just paragraph, bullets, 3 takeaways.
How do I find your newsletter?
I will drop it right here, Rod.
And you're exactly right, Raymond. I mean, I'm one of those short people. I want the bottom line, and I actually subscribe to a magazine, which is about 10 pages long, called Bottom Line.
I love it.
It's great.
Yeah, send me that, Peggy. That sounds amazing.
Okay.
Ray,
All right,
I'm
guys.
curious. Raise your hand if you know what a listicle is.
Listicle?
I was like 7 days old ago when I learned what a listicle. No, because Ray just said it. He's like, "Oh, it's a listicle." I'm like, "Yeah, nice." Yeah, nobody knows, Ray. Now you explain, Arnold.
So we'll do that. We'll do that on our next call. Yeah, we'll talk about styles. Sure, no problem. All right, you guys. Thank you all. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for entertaining us, and have an amazing day.
Very good.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Great job, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.